Well, hello, Virgo. Hello, hello. I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to come into the live. Hello, Virgo. Virgo, we're going to go ahead and get a general for you. This is not going to be a long reading, but we are going to be using the deck that we used the past couple of days. This is going to be for Virgo. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you. We're probably going to use this deck. And also, speaking of which, let me see. Hey, Anointed Hands. And also, we're probably will be using your, yeah, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do this. I haven't gotten to your elements. So we're going to use this and we're going to use the elements and then we're going to get into the tarot. So let's see what's going to come out here for you, Virgo. Hey, everybody. Hey, what's going on? There's some new people in here. Desamita, I don't think I've ever seen you before. Thank you so much for joining. Divine, I believe you're new. I've never seen you before. Hello. Hey, Martinez. Hey, Shylak. Hey, Kiana. All right. Are you guys ready? Yes, Mars is in Virgo. Mars is in Virgo. Be careful, Virgos. You know what? I'm so happy that Anointed Hands actually said that because I usually do not say the transits when I'm doing these type of lives. Sometimes I do. But Mars in Virgo says what? Now, remember, if we're talking about Virgo sun, that's all of us pretty much here, when it gets to your stinking sun, okay, I need you guys to hear me. When it gets to your sun, whatever degree it is at, which is going to be completely different for everybody. Some of you guys, it's already happening. It's probably happening now. If you have, Mars or your sun somewhere between 1, 2, 3 degrees, that's going to be happening for you over the next few days. But throughout the rest of the month, okay, when it conjoins your sun, it is called combust. It's like a combust, right? Which means you may get a little irritated, you may get a little irritable, you may be a little bit more fired up, that type of thing. It happens all the time. So it's not something that you guys don't know. It can make you guys feel very energetic at times too. And sometimes it can make you have this up and down energy. Okay. So that's just something that I will definitely tell you. Oh, okay. So 7 degrees for Anointed Hands. So yeah. So soon as Mars hit your 7 degree, it may actually trine some things. For those who have Virgo at 1, 2, 3, and 4, possibly even 5 degree of Virgo, it is going to be, let me see if it's trining. Give me 1 second, because that's crazy, especially with Pluto being there. Let me see what that's going to do for you. I'm going to actually do that for you guys. So, oh yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. Okay, because it looks like it'll be too far away. So I think you guys are pretty decent. Some of you guys are going to be having some sextiles though. Sextiles and trines here. This looks really good. Okay. So like I said before, just be careful when it get close to your sun, because, again, you guys can get very fired up. And remember, anything dealing with Mars, you guys may, be inflamed. So if you have autoimmune disorders, if you have inflammation situations, if you have stomach issues, that type of stuff, what do you do this month? And I'm not telling you, I understand I went to school for this, but I can't give you diagnosis or tell you what to do. But you want cooling agents. Okay? Anything that will cool your body down. So stay away from anything that is going to dehydrate you, like just like black teas. You probably need to stay away from that because teas will dehydrate the hell out of you. Okay? So water and I would say certain types of green teas will be okay for you guys. Liquor and coffee, exactly. Yes. Yeah. I don't even drink those. That's probably the reason why I didn't even mention it. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's see. This is for Virgo. Let's see what comes out here for Virgo. We're going to get a few of these cards. And we're going to see what's going to show up. Here it says forgiveness. Forgiveness. Someone is like, hey, are you going to forgive me, Virgo? All right. This could be with a family member. This could be with a lover. This could be with a friend. Okay. Here it says, upon forgiveness, it literally says what? There may be changes that may be needed or it is required. Adjustments need to be made in order for you to keep the trust. Before you forgive, you need to reflect. You need to reevaluate. This is what this card is basically saying. Okay? And this is what some of you guys are going to be coming up against. Not necessarily a bad thing, but that's what I see. Now, the next card here is fixed. Fixed. Any situation, whether it's a person, situation, or whatever, it's a stubborn energy. Okay? There's something within you right now where you feel like there's something that's just stubborn. It hasn't been moving. And you're needing to feel, you need patience. I like this energy though, because it's also saying that you have is staying power, which is good. Okay. Now I'm going to always tell you what fixed are: Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and I believe this is Taurus. Okay, I believe this is Taurus. This may be Aries, but that looks like that is Taurus though. Give me a second. I don't know why the cards look weird. Let me check and see. That's Taurus, definitely. So Aquarius is what? The mind. Scorpio is what? It's the sexual energy. Leo is the sun. It is you. It is your body. And Taurus is the neck. Okay, it's the throat. And it does have something to do with your money. All right. So here it says, you may need to stand firm in certain situations dealing with what? What you speak. Aquarius, your ability to give off opinions and ideas. When it comes to Scorpio, it also talks about change or the death of something because of what? Because maybe someone doesn't want to change, or changes are going to happen, which is going to get you out of this stuck energy, which is really good. Leo is like a brand new person, right? Because it's the sun, it's a brand new you. And then Taurus is the second house, which deals with your money. Now, I will say that this could have something to do with your money, love, or maybe your ideas or your mind is scattered all over the place. And it's saying that you need to get a grip. Truly. Fixed means standing in place, not all over the place. Okay. Now, the next card that's coming out here for you is Pluto. Whoo, there it is, changes. Transformation or renewal, the destruction of the old, giving death to the struggle. That's right. A rebirth and changes. This is what this is basically saying. Now, this is what this is all about. All the element cards that's coming out here is basically saying that this is what you're going to be experiencing. Forgiveness, having ability of staying power, being able to stay grounded, removing stuck situations here with the Pluto. Pluto talks about renewal. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and get to the spiciness. We're going to get to the spiciness. Oh, and then at the bottom of the deck, I wanted to show you guys this. It literally says you're close to achieving your goals. Okay. Just in case you needed to see that. Now let's go ahead and see what comes out here for you, Virgo. We're going to ask certain questions. So we're going to see, what is Virgo? What will Virgo be experiencing in the present? What will Virgo be experiencing in the present? And of course, I'm going to pull a few cards because that means that it's going to be different for everybody. We're going to pull them right back up when we're done with this particular question. So what will Virgo be experiencing in the present? Ooh, oh my God. Ooh. Oh, wow. Didn't we say Aquarius? I don't know why I didn't think that when I thought about Aquarius. I have no idea. And I always say it. I say Aquarius is what? Very realistic and reasonable. This literally says what? Thinking logically. This is what you're doing right now, by the way. Thinking logically without emotion. You can't, don't come up in here with your feelings. This is what the universe is basically saying. We don't have time for that right now. You need to think very logically. You need to think very rationally, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to get out of this stuck energy. That's what's needed. This is the reason why I even said mine with Aquarius, right? So we can't be coming up in here talking about, oh, it's just because of how you feel. Right now, it's all about what's logical for your situation, whether it's money, moving, traveling, family, love, whatever. Okay, now let's keep going. Wow, things, flings. Wild things. I don't know what this means. Virgo? I gotta say it. Some of you Virgos are in connections, perhaps, where the connection is more so of a fling rather maybe it doesn't have staying power. Look at that. This is another word for maybe a less serious relationship. Some of you are aware of what this is. I'm not saying that you do, no, right? Because some of you probably don't. You probably don't know what this connection is really about. Maybe you haven't defined it yet, but it's saying it's more so a loose style relationship. Maybe you don't really know how to define it. It's just one of those things. But here with the fixed moon, it's saying, it's asking a question. It's saying, does it have staying power? And according to this card, it's like, maybe not. There's a lot of kinkiness here. What is that? Okay. Just saying. Here it says sitting on a pedestal. Now, I'm just going to take this for what this is. I'm going to say that there's some type of achievement here. And this is also a really good thing, too, because I'll say it this way. I prefer that this be you being put on a pedestal, because we already know that this could be the opposite, right? So where are you on here? Where are you on this spectrum? Hopefully it's you being put on a pedestal, even if it's with someone who's not necessarily serious or what you would consider to be serious. Okay. But like I said before, I also feel like pedestal has something to do with advantage, or there's some type of advantages here for you, or you're being seen, recognized when it comes to your business, when it comes down to your what you do at your job, even with love. Yeah, Virgos are getting busy according to that. I was like, whoa. Okay. Here it says celebrating quietly. Oh, it says shh, right? There's going to be something that it's going to be something that's going to go down for you guys, and it's going to happen different days, different weeks for Virgos, right? What do you not want to do? You don't want to post it. Please don't. Now, some of you guys really are. I find this very, very funny. It says need attention. Okay. So some of you guys are posting thirst traps, this is hilarious to me, because I remember when I was in my 20s, I used to do this. And this is like, well, let's say 20s, but this is like in between my divorce, like right in the middle of my divorce and stuff like this. It's so funny. I used to do stuff like this. But I mean, if you guys are single and there's someone that you guys are trying to attract, this will make so much sense. You got nice bodies, you got these big old muscles, you got this nice shape, you love the clothes that you're in. I would say go for it, really. I would say, hey, go for it. Do your thing, okay? Because there's somebody that you're trying to, someone's attention that you're trying to catch, okay, with that particular card. Now, let's see what's on the outside of Virgo. Let's see what's happening on the outside of Virgo. Let's see. Now, this is not you. Even though this is your reading, I want to say this is not you, Virgo. Outside of Virgo. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Outside of Virgo. Someone is an emotional drama queen. An emotional drama queen. Jeez. Here we go again. Didn't this come out the other day? Was it this way? Because I know this came out for somebody else. Some of you guys are dealing with someone who may have some type of addiction. I'm not sure if you are aware of that, because that came out the other day. I really do believe that came out for you in that way. But it's also saying that even if it has nothing to do with addictions to substances or whatever, it's saying that whoever you're dealing with, they are finding ways to run away from their problems. And so they're using other things, other people, other, you know what I mean? Whatever they can get their hands on to forget about what it is that they're dealing with. Okay. And sometimes people could be drugs. So now if I'm saying this is outside of you, okay, this could totally be someone that you're intimate with. This could be a family member that you're close with, right? This could be a best friend. This is anyone that's in your close energy. That's the reason why I'm pulling it, right? Because it ain't gonna be nobody like your neighbor. You don't give a damn about them, right? But it's someone that's more so in close range. And it's interesting because here it came out, the first card that I saw out of all of them was this, and let's get to that in a minute. But it literally says emotional drama queen. So it's like someone here is like emotional, so they may cause problems. And because here you are trying to figure out what the hell is going on, they're not telling you, but it's really them trying to run away from something. And maybe in the past they did, they were, on drugs, or maybe they did drink a lot, or maybe they were very promiscuous because they were trying to forget things or whatever, right? Like they may have addictive personality, that type of thing, but it's someone around you that is literally always trying to escape their reality of where they are in the present. And usually when I see someone here with the emotion, the emo energy, it's like, like a nagging thing within them. And guess what they do to you? They take it out on you. Okay. So and this could be a mother too, right? This could be a family member. And it's just that situation. That's what you're experiencing. Someone feels very alone. Someone feels isolated. They can feel like no one understands. They can feel like by themselves, This could be someone who doesn't have a lot of family, or if they maybe no family at all, no support system, that type of thing. This could be someone who literally doesn't have a support system. It just all depends, right? Maybe they do have a support system, but again, they don't necessarily feel connected to their support system. Maybe they feel judged by their family, that type of thing. You get what I'm saying? Now, the last one literally says either someone is prejudiced or an antagonist. So this could be someone who doesn't like you for whatever reason. They don't like you because of the color of your hair. They don't like you because, they have certain ideas about, who you should be and all this other stuff, right? This could be someone extremely judgmental. Because usually when you say a bigot, that means that's someone who's judgmental in some way, right? Whether it's on race, color, whatever. You can't say, nowadays, you can't even say any race is any type of race is bigoted more than others. Because we don't see this shit all over, not TikTok, when they can be just as dark as you, right? Remember, it is an ideal. It has something to do with the person's ideology. And it doesn't even have to be based on race. It could be you are the same race, but it can be classist, right? It has something to do with the fact that you didn't grow up rich and this person grew up poor. And I don't want you with my son, or I don't want you with my daughter. You get what I'm saying? There's someone like that in this energy, and I have no idea who that could be. This could be someone that you may run into, especially if you're dating someone. This could be someone's friend, not even their family. Okay. Now, at the bottom of the deck, I didn't like this. It has cruel and oppressive. I did not like this one. Because someone who is cruel do not watch their words. Someone who is oppressive has a tendency to want to, it's like a, I don't know, for some reason when I think of oppressed, you always think of oppressed in one way, someone who's trying to beat you down mentally. That's how it happens first, right? So there is this like a lack of, maybe you like the person doesn't want you to fight back, or taking your power from you. Ooh, I think that's that kind of what this is, right? Something about power. I know it says staying power. You had two words that says power here. To me, it does feel like that. It kind of does feel like, someone subtly taking your power. And I would say Virgo is not naturally that way until like maybe there's something that kind of like, like this Pluto energy kind of wakes you up out of the blue, and you just kind of like, oh, what's happening here? But again, this is the energy that's around you. Who's the person that's being cruel? Who's the person that's being oppressive? Who's trying to keep you down? Who doesn't want to see you grow? Who doesn't want to see good things happening to you? And this is anybody, y'all. This could be someone who's like literally watching you from across the street. Okay. Now, again, this was your outside energy, by the way. Now, let's see the things in the future that you're going to experience here. This is for Virgo. There we go. All right. I think this came out the other day, right? Didn't this come out the other day for y'all? So there's going to be a change. So some of you may have experienced homelessness here. Now this is hitting Pluto, which is saying what? There was a destruction of something. And we talked about that earlier, right? Because Pluto, this card is saying there's two things that are happening. Pluto does destroy. Okay. And then you turn into something different, or something else happens, right? So with this one, it could be maybe there could have been some type of natural disaster or something like that could have happened. But it could also be when it comes down to your finances too. That makes sense, right? Let's just be honest. For some people, it has something to do with that. Here with homeless. Here with irresponsible. This is self-undoing energy. Being irresponsible. You see that ball? That wrecking ball going straight through that person's living room. Okay. Now, remember, I'm just saying this could be, remember, this is Pluto. This is the transformation of, so this is not saying what's going to happen to y'all. It's saying the transformation of what you could have experienced, but you got to be careful too, because part of the irresponsibility is a warning, right? It's like, be careful. Okay, when it comes down to your finances, don't be careless. Don't be reckless with your finances, because otherwise you're going to end up like this. Okay, or you're upside down or something. Why are we constantly getting this? Who is in y'all reading that's like this? This is weird. Okay, I didn't even know these cards were here, by the way. These are all like, I don't know anything like this. So I'm not sure if you guys are dating someone who's like this. This could be the reason why you guys may end up breaking up. I don't know. Okay. The only person I know who did this in real life was Sandra Bullock, which is crazy to me. She is just such a beautiful person. Like, I love her, but because she's staying 10 toes for her kids. But I don't know. I feel like this is the second time that this has come out. So there could be someone who's in this energy. Now, this will be more so a telltale sign for what type of person they are, right? Because I'm not used to people not liking people. I don't care what color you are. I don't care who you want to sleep with, all that type of stuff. I'm not really that type of individual. So, or even around people who are like that. So if you are around somebody like that, this is like one of those things where, unfortunately, it can rear its ugly head somewhere in your life with them. Okay. Or you can come across somebody like that. Possibly. What do? If they don't touch you, keep it moving. Keep going. Keep on walking. Now you have a new beginning here. You have YOLO. Now this came out. Now I'm going to tell you, this is very interesting, because this came out the other day. And this is making me feel like you're about to do something that you wouldn't normally do. Period. It's literally that. There's no other way you can look at it for what it's basically saying. You are basically going to be doing something that you wouldn't normally do. Be careful about dealing with people who are unreliable, because that could be the reason why things may change in the future. If someone doesn't change, if something doesn't change in a relationship, this is what's going to happen. Remember, we said Pluto is an ending, it's a death. That's what we just talked about. So if someone is unreliable, that can happen. Okay. Some of you guys are going to be changing where you live. That's another thing that I see. I do not see you staying in the same place. I do feel like there's going to be some changes with where you're living. Let me get Pluto again. Pluto is actually giving a T. Give me a second. Pluto is giving a T. Give me a second. I want to grab another deck, but I got to hurry up because I'm going online soon. All right. Let me see what's up with Pluto really quickly. Pluto, please. Ooh. Toxic family. Fighting, fussing, arguing. This could be during Thanksgiving. I don't know why I keep seeing at the end of the year some things are going to pop off. And I'm talking about I'm talking about like individually and like world, or like more so centered on where we're living. I keep seeing that same energy. Rumors. Some of you may get into now this could be family done said some shit. They're talking about you, they're embarrassing you, they're saying things to other family members. And that can cause a big disruption in the family as well. I'm just saying. There's going to be an evolution of the mind here. This is the renewal. This is the spiritual transformation. This is the rebirth. The exact same reason why it has guidance here, because this is making me feel, it says you are currently being guided. So this is like an awakening for you, is what I'm saying. Now, when I pulled these and then pulled this, this is what they're saying the personality is. Remember, we saw earlier that there was someone here who was careless and unreliable. Then you had the person that comes out saying that they don't care as much, or they don't put in that type of energy of caring, a sense of apathy. It's not that they don't care, but then they don't care enough. Okay, this could be anybody. Here it says, rejected, can't sit with us. I'm not sure what the hell is going on. So I'm not sure. I feel like there's somebody making you feel like you don't belong somewhere. I don't know. Like, and I don't know. This is kind of making me feel like work energy for some of y'all, but this is also making me feel like family. You had family here and then rejected. So some of you are going to be experiencing something with people who are making you feel like you are not good enough in some kind of way. Here it says someone will all of a sudden come back to you, because remember, it's hitting Pluto. This is something that ended. And it says this person is running back to you. It says you're loyal, but they are not. So that means that this is a back and forth thing. This is probably what you are going to be ending, but it probably already ended. But this is something that probably needs to be put to an end for good, just based on that card alone. And then the last one here says retribution. It sure did. Can y'all see that? Poetic justice, some type of justice here, karmic justice. Okay. Retribution could have something to do with court, getting money from somewhere. It could just be just in general. The universe setting things right for you, setting something straight for you based off of what you felt or what you've experienced here with all this toxicity and people gossiping and lying and spreading rumors and all the other stuff. This can set matters straight when it comes down to a relationship, okay? Meaning it could forever leave your life, okay? Meaning that person won't have entry back into your life after this based on these cards. Now we're going to pull 3 cards for the tarot and we're going to be done. If you guys, just in case you don't know, I'm going to be doing Cash App Live at 5 o'clock. So that's literally a little bit over 30 minutes from now. Give me a second. So let's pull some cards for Virgo. Let's see what comes out. This is for Virgo. You have the 8 of Pentacles. You have the 8 of Cups. And you have the 4 of Cups. Clarity is coming. Victory is here. I do see that. Again, I keep seeing something that some of you guys are struggling to concentrate. And that's what we saw with that fixed moon, about how you guys are going to get grounded. Okay, so that's really good. This is always like therapy to me. Some of you guys may go to therapy or think about going to therapy. May think about going to therapy. You may have someone that you really can confide in about certain things. That's good. But let me tell you what's happening before. Here, I pay attention to what we're looking at. A lot of you are dealing with debts, okay, and loans and money issues, okay? Some of you guys are, just based off of what I'm saying. I see that you're going to be working really hard to get yourself out of debts. Some of you guys have debts, not just with your bills and your cars and stuff like that. There could be taxes. I see you're going to have victory over that, or being able to actually pay certain things off that have been a worry for you or an issue for you, because there's a lot of fears when it comes down to your money. I see it being very, and it's unfortunate because I wanted it to be something else, but those 3 cards are specifically talking about money right now. So one thing that I can, and this is also like forgiveness, maybe for student loans. Okay, some of you guys may be applying for that. That type of thing, student loans, because we did have forgiveness that came out with the 3rd quarter moon. I see that you guys are pulling from different accounts to try to make ends meet. I see that. So again, there is victory with this Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. But if I had to like say what this basically means with the 3 cards, that's what your focus is going to be on, which is the reason why the 8 of Pentacles came out. Your focus is going to be on your money, on your stability, and building yourself back up. Okay. And I will say that's over the next 3 days, because again, I'm going to be coming back here again tomorrow, and we're going to see what your focus needs to be on even then. So I'm just saying that is what you guys are focusing on according to this reading. Okay. All right, Virgos. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. Again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you are interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below in the description box. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.